Welcome back, my cayenne cuckoo plants. How you doing today? It's Chris here, and today we're talking about Homeland Defense as a 5th tier upgrade for your monkey village right here, baby. Woo! Alright, so this is about to get really exciting here, guys. I'm excited to talk about this thing because it's honestly quite confusing. It took me a lot of testing to completely understand it, so hopefully I can relay that information straight into your guys' brains right there. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go through the middle path. So we got regen blocker, which is actually really freaking cheap over here. Not very much money at all for this thing to stop regen balloons from regenning in its range. That's really cool. Radar scanner. I think you guys probably understand this upgrade by now. Gives you anything in the range here. Camo detection. A really important upgrade that obviously a lot of you guys are probably going to use in a lot of your games, actually. But then, the monkey Intelligence Bureau. What the heck is the deal with this guy? Well, it gives you the ability to pop any type of balloon. So you basically have no weaknesses. This is great against purples, DDTs, lead balloons, camo leads, just it gives you any ability to pop anything. I know that, sometimes you have like a weakness to purple balloons or something like that. If you're going crazy with your magic, well, this is a great way to deal with that. And then obviously it's a great way to deal with DDTs as well. If you're ever in the need of just spamming dart monkeys or something like that, giving them the ability to pop lead balloons is pretty freaking cool, if you ask me. I mean, I like that idea. It's so weird to see a dart monkey able to pop lead balloons, but that's exactly what we're doing right here. On top of that, he can even pop, believe it or not, camo lead balloon, just a little baby dart monkey like that. So having this thing is really cool. It's not all that important, but it's really cool to have. Call to arms. Now we're getting pricey up in here, though, guys. This is just the 4th tier upgrade for this guy. Call to arms. What does this thing do? Well, let's read about it really quick. Let's click on this monkey village and talk about these last 2 upgrades and how they differ a little bit. So it is an ability. The way the ability works is that you can call it. It lasts for 10 seconds, and it gives all nearby monkeys 50% extra attack speed and pops. Oh, this is really weird. What do they mean by pops this time? That's confusing. As usual, I still don't really know what the best verbiage or wordage is for the difference between like pierce and popping power and damage and such, but I'll do my best to try and show you guys what I mean right here. So, a dart monkey normally pops 2 balloons per shot, right, guys? I think you guys probably know this by now, so if I send out 2 reds here, he's going to go whoop, and he's going to slide right through them. If I do 3 reds, he should only pop through 2 of the balloons, and then he's got that last little red right there. Well, what's going to happen when I finally use this ability is now he's going to be able to attack through 3 balloons instead of just those silly little 2. So if I go, I use my ability, and I send out 4 balloons. We're going to use the ability, and I'm going to send out 4 balloons. He should be able to go slice through 3 of them. Wonderful. So we kind of understand this upgrade already. Gives us 50% more. Now this is the interesting aspect to it. When I say 50% more, it really is 50% more. It's not just an extra one. So for example, the dart monkey is already 2, he can go up to 3, but if you have something like a ninja over here that can normally go through, once you get him up to sharp shurikens, he can normally go through 4, you're going to 50% more that to 6 now. So we can show that off really quick. Let's speed this up so we can get back to this guy. And again, this is only the 4th tier upgrade, guys. This is not the 5th tier upgrade. But you can see those, if you want to get this to affect any of your towers, you need to make sure that they are in the range. So now what I could do is, instead of sending out just one of these guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send out 12 BFBs. And we're just going to look at the pop count, basically. So when I see this guy, he's got these things, he's going to end up going, 2 or 4 every time. 4, 4, 4, 4. When I use the ability, he's going to start going 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. If it's in the range ever, come on, little BFBs, you can do it, buddies. You can do it. 72, 102, 106. Oh, man. Well, it was 6 every single time. And, the ability only lasts for about 10 seconds, so it really doesn't last all that long. I know that wasn't a perfect example. I wish I could show you guys a little bit better, but trust me on this. It is 50% more. So the things that have more pierce, that each projectile can go through more balloons, is going to have even more popping power in the long run, which is just, again, an interesting aspect of this thing. Now, what's the difference when you get Homeland Defense up over here? Well, what it does, it affects all monkeys, and for 15 seconds now. So it doesn't matter where they are on the screen. But again, you're paying a hefty price for this thing. We're talking $34,000 for this guy. Holy crap, dude. $34,000 doesn't increase the range or anything like that. But now, guess what, man? If I have a super monkey over in the corner over here, a super monkey over here, if I have monkey aces, all the way in the freaking corner of the map, it doesn't matter where they are going to end up doing more damage and attacking faster, which obviously helps us out a ton in the long run here, man. Just to show you a good example, let's build a, how about a sun god or something like that. You can really see how much damage it ends up increasing over here. So let's do this again. We'll send out 12 BFBs, and this is just on regular speed, and you can kind of just look at his pop count right here. It's going up pretty reasonably fast, every 100 or so. But now, when I end up using this ability here, you can see the drastic increase. We got 50% speed, and we're going through, we have more Pierce right here. This is especially going to help us out against these lower tier balloons and everything. It's just nice. It is a nice upgrade, but again, only lasting for 15 seconds. I don't know if it's going to be worth it for that whopping $50,000+ that we have to spend for this stuff. Please also keep in mind that if you are ever building this guy, the more towers you have on the screen, the better you are off. I think that just definitely makes sense. This isn't good to just put a super monkey over here and be like, oh, I'm going to, you know, add a little bit of extra popping power. No, you want to have tons of towers on the screen. You want to be able to, you know, you want to be fighting around 99, around 100, around 95, and use these abilities right then and there to help yourself out the most. Now, one thing that I do have to sort of say is that I feel like the ability is a fairly long cooldown. I mean, it makes sense to be long because you're affecting all towers on the entire screen, but it's pretty gosh darn long cooldown right here, man. I don't know if it's going to end up being worth it for most of us, but I feel like on most of those later rounds, you're probably going to be able to use it almost every single round. I mean, that cooldown is still, even though it's long, the rounds last really freaking long too. Especially against something like a bad balloon or even a Oh My God or something like that that's like pretty slow. It's going to take a while to actually work over here. But that's this guy. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is which upgrades should you get, or which path should you get as a bonus. Should you go for the top path or the bottom path? And now that is, again, completely up to you guys. Do you want to give it a slightly bigger radius? Well, probably not. I mean, it's really not going to help you out that much besides the fact that it already gives all towers every type of balloon popping power within its range. And then also, this just whatever. And you can either get the bigger paths, or you can end up, you know, making the slight increases you get for the third tier upgrade better, second and third tier upgrades better, and you get a slight little smidge of bonus extra attack speed for all of your towers if you get the jungle drums. On the other side, you guys probably know by now, if you do end up going for that bottom upgrade, all you're doing is making these sort of lower tier things cheaper. So Monkey Business and Monkey Commerce can make everything 15% cheaper if you get it within its range right there. So it does help out for the lower tier upgrades, you know, even on something like a Super Monkey or something like that. This guy is going to make him a lot cheaper, even for my Laser Blast and Plasma Blast. The only time it ends up not helping out is past third tier over here. If you get to something like a Sun Temple or something, it's not going to end up making it any cheaper. So, overall, I would say that it's a good upgrade, but you really got to pick your battles here. When are you going to end up actually using this guy in an effective way? Only late game. I would say only round 90 plus are you going to end up actually using this guy in an effective manner, in my opinion. And my opinion's not always right. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you press that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't, and of course, have that super duper delicious day.